What's good, everybody? Babbzy back in the building. Sorry for the MIA again. You know me, man. I'm so busy. Why don't some of y'all come and help me instead of complaining that I ain't got no blogs? For real. You know I got Ragamuffin Entertainment. By the way, we got new music coming out this week. And you know that I got Dear Babbzy. By the way, starting mid-June, Dear Babbzy will be Tuesdays and Thursdays because there's so much stories right now that I have to put them out 2 days because the stories are backing up. Like I'm clearing out stories right now from literally like March. So I'm like well behind. So I gotta put it 2 days and start outing it out a little bit more. So any of you who want to help us with the Dear Babbzy thing, link me. And really and truly, every Sunday going forward, I'll be blogging again. I'm back on track. Everything's right. So get the music, get the Dear Babbzy, get me. You understand what I'm saying? Good. Now, let me address a few topics first. You know, about 2 weeks ago, I was threatened by a minister in Jamaica. Now, the reason I'm not going to call this minister's name as of yet, because you know we going to fuck up people about here, is that I would really like to see my, I guess, allowance and how far I can go with fucking up this Russell person, because I done called them name already, and if you could really go back in my blogs, you would see which minister I talking about. Get an email from their admin talking about we need to talk, telling me that I better mind what good for me and stay out of Jamaican politics and blah 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 because them gonna make my life miserable. Oh really? You gonna make my life miserable? I must meet you 33.6958 years ago because I've been living in misery for 33.6958 years now. Misery, which part? Who you gonna scare? You can't intimidate. We don't take intimidation about here. You understand what I mean? Eagle and Hawks around we. We ain't frightened for one. Bring it. Act right and we ain't got to talk about you. Now, let me go deal with some Bajan people now. I'll come back to y'all, Jamaica, Trinidad, everybody, you know. Everybody getting licks this week. Now, in Barbados now, high school, Parkinson's. Principal Jeff Brooms decides he wants to beat child at school for being late. Now follow me here. Child has lacerations upon their buttocks, Babbzy, ass, whatever you like to call it. Father of child decides they want to come in and address Jeff Brooms. A entanglement ensues. Jeff Brooms' glasses fall off. Jeff Brooms decides he wants to charge said father for knocking off his glasses and wants them repaired, $1,100 and something. Now let me understand this. You beat my child. I come to address you and I get in suit and I go into jail and I upon remand. This is what frightened me about Barbados, you know. Barbados is a real entrapment society. I find, especially in Barbados, it's happened all over the world, but especially in Barbados. You know what I tell you? The villain does get the win, you know. Because I'm going to tell you something right now, and I want you to tape this fucking recording when I speak it right now. Speaketh. Anybody fuck around Brandon Bab, Rakeem Headley, anybody about their name Bab, anybody about their name Kelman, anybody about their name Yearwood, White, Griffith, fucking Phillips, Headley, Simmons, I gonna go for a rusty gun and shoot fucking you and knock you down and put two in your crutch. I won't kill you, but I gonna put two in your crutch. You, principal, vice principal, teacher, should not be beating children in 2013. Now, if the children are bad, send their ass home, expel them. If you have a problem with the children, find out what is wrong with them. But you don't beat children for being late, which is why I kept going back to this whole thing in Barbados. Why not send the children to the school down the street and streamline the fucking schools and stop having Harrison's College is top and Foundation is top? Fuck all that. It is not working. Because when people gotta come from St. Lucie and hit Warrens and sit there for 2 hours to get to school, how are they gonna get to school in Christchurch on time? Please tell me. You have a solution? No, you just have a problem that you want to compound. Now you got poor people in Barbados like said family who has problems, which I was able to identify in 30 seconds, but no vice principal, no guidance counselor at the school could find out. Now, they got problems at home. You ain't trying to find out what problems they have, but then you're beating them. So then now when you beat people and they have them out in the society, what you think is going to happen? You not realize that Caribbean people are very angry? You want to know why? Because bullshit the leaders keep doing and you feel like, yeah, as a teacher I could fuck up anybody and I can get off. Oh, as an immigration officer I could bark at Babbzy, I can get off. You know what? We need a revamp and we need an overhaul and we need somebody to step in and be like, yo, shit has got to change. Because when a 14-year-old boy in Trinidad gets killed at school because a 16-year-old boy feels that he likes his girlfriend, we got a fucking problem. When a kid getting stabbed on videotape in Jamaica at school and then putting up the video and talking about man a bad man, we have a fucking problem. And the problem is that Frondell and Portia Simpson Miller and Kamala, they are fucking goats. I don't know who gonna wake up and realize that these people is assholes. They don't know what them doing. Them overwhelmed and them undertrained and them underknowledged. They don't know how to handle these problems. They're not equipped. And the fact that they are not equipped is not one thing. The team around them is pussy holes on top of it. So you got goat cunts, pussy holes leading a nation. Now, as bad as things is go for Barack Obama, he does fuck up. He does make mistakes, but he does show his face. He does stand up. When the tornado licked down in Oklahoma, his ass show up there the next day to give the people hope. Why the fuck you think enough of these people is get tied up in religion and go and bomb up their bodies and do a whole bunch of cunt because they have no leader? They need somebody to step in and say tomorrow's gonna be okay. Their mother's an asshole, their father's a goat cunt. What do you think is gonna happen if you are the same shit? Because when I have a bad day, I can go to my mom and I can go to my dad. And when my dad tells me it's going to be okay, I believe him. But we don't have nobody out here leading us to believe in and say, you know what, they talking the truth. Because when shit gets bad, Frondell gone in hiding. Portia Simpson gone in hiding. Kamala gone in hiding. You can't see them. Crime is at an astronomical number in Barbados. It's at an astronomical number in Trinidad. Shit, the whole region. Every day I'm seeing somebody dead in Bahamas, somebody child head chop off, somebody found in a bush in Jamaica. And I'm sick of it. And yet, on all the years I've been blogging, I've not seen a strategy put place by anybody in the Caribbean to say, you know what, this is what we need to do to get us back on track. We are going to attempt, you know what, armored guard services. We're going to stand outside the schools. Kids are going to go through metal detectors. This is how we're going to do this. Nobody has a solution. Everybody compounding the problem. Then you got pussy holes like Jeff Brooms going in the newspaper talking about if the children want flogging, he can flog them. When you used to beat the slaves, they revolted at some point. Go up in Cherry Tree Hill and see the old slave windmill that boat there. You cannot beat people and not teach them. But the problem with you all is that you don't have no fucking sense yourself. So you's an idolized freak cunt in society and you don't even know what you doing, but then yet still you judging and saying that these people backwards. We need help. And until the prime ministers, until the deputy prime ministers, until somebody jumps up and is like, yo, we need to do some intervention. We're going to have angry West Indians running around all the time. Because I'm going to tell you right now, when in Jamaica, I get in fans on my fan page writing to me, telling me, Goblin, police come in them house and kill them father. And it was the wrong man them police killed. Police take them father, dump the fucking man in the back of a van. Gone along with it, nobody don't know where to take the man, you know. Police report come back and say the man resisting arrest and he had a gun. And then kill the wrong man in front of them 5-year-old son. Now, what do you think now the 5-year-old son gonna turn into be? When his father get killed by the people in society that's supposed to protect him. This is our problem. We need somebody, an agency to come in and retrain police, audit police, follow police. Why we don't have videotape allowed in court in Trinidad and in Barbados? Why is it inadmissible? So security cameras don't mean anything, right? Why we don't got dash cams to see police officers getting the dick sucked in the corner? We can't get that, right? Because we don't want to better our people. And you might want to know why I'm mad. I'm going to tell you why I'm mad. Because my ass fought hard to get an education. I got a big job. And I still got to end up in the fucking barrel with one. Because when you all going around doing cunt, I paying for it. Because when white people see me, they think I'm the same fuck as you. Because all we in a crabs in a barrel. I in the barrel with one of, you know, don't mind that I went and do the right things. I still paying for you all fuckery. So when you decide you want to go and twerk you ass cheek on a video, when you decide you want to go and stab somebody on a video, when you decide you want to go beat bus driver, when you decide you want to go beat your girlfriend and tape and put on World Star, I paying for that. So why gonna be pissed off? Because I don't do that shit. When you want to come and invite me to your party called Scab Out, what the fuck you think gonna happen? And the fact that women going to an event called light skin versus dark skin. What the fuck you going there for? You don't have enough sense to realize that is cunt? You going to an event called Scab Out? You gonna let a man tell you to scab out and you gonna smile? You this backwards and stupid? I don't know what to say no more. But I don't know. Let me do my birthday shout outs here, cause let me tell you something. I hope y'all listen to what I'm saying to you. We need help. We need intervention. Yeah, we need security in schools. If you don't know how to set this up, call Raleigh Rawl, call Ronnie, one unit from in Toronto. They are lead security members for what they do. They're from Trinidad. They can come in your nation and set up a fucking security shop for your schools, for your districts, put in video cameras. We need to do some shit because this ain't gonna go right no more, man. And I don't even have children and I frightened for them. I don't even have grandchildren and I frightened for them. Because when children go into school and getting stabbed and killed, what the hell is next? We ain't got much further to go down the ditch, you know. We already there. But I don't understand this. Let me do my birthday shout-outs. Happy birthday, Alicia Sandy, Baby Gemini, my uncle Arrow Bab, Janetta Paris, Miss Monique Hamilton, and Mr. Nesta Blackwood. Today is both of their birthdays. They're married and they have their anniversary today as well. Very loyal fans of Babbzy. And Miss Monique, Mr. Nesta wanted to let you know how much he loves you, cares about you. He's learned so much about you, and he's learning more about you, and he's still in love with you even though you're all married and you cook hard rice. I don't know about the rice being hard. I just throw that in, but happy birthday here. Nadia Jones, Deja Boo Marshall, and my boy this weekend, one of the key members, he gonna be vexed. I don't really care. Dwayne Adolph is probably like the staple behind Babbzy, because when in the beginning I started blogging and I was like Beijing, Dwayne was like, take this thing regional, Babbzy, you got the voice to do it. I love you, you're my brother. Happy birthday, Dwayne Adolph, aka Alfred. You understand? So before I go, quickly, folks, Crop Over is amongst us. The music is coming out. Now, all I said before, and I'll say it again, y'all better focus on what it is you're really singing about, because I don't understand this scab out and all this thing. This is real bullshit, huh? Secondly, Patrice Roberts and Nadia Batson and all them in the studio dropping songs for Crop Over. You can get lick way. Thirdly, I don't know what to say about the quality of the music, because everybody's like, Babbzy, what's wrong? What's the problem? The problem is producers who only know how to use Pro Tools and know nothing about music. Artists that come into the industry because they want to fuck girls and get into dances free. It's all a socialite thing. It's not about the music anymore. So producers in Barbados and Trinidad and Jamaica, they're socialites. You see them in the dance, they're standing up, you're like, oh, that's such and such a producer, you know. And you're like, okay, but they ain't got no good tunes. Like, what are you talking about? They got a Billboard hit? Oh yeah, but them is big shots and Moet pouring on them and all kind of thing. I think the essence of our culture has been lost. The reason for Crop Over, the reason for carnivals in all of our islands. And I feel that the cultural foundations in each island need to put a new strategy in place to leverage the elders in the industry. So in Barbados, it would be the Gabbies, the Grinders, the Plastic Bags, the Kids Sites, the Eddie Grants. Pay them monthly to have workshops to teach the youngsters how to write a calypso tune, how to write a soca song. But the fact that you don't really subsidize these older artists means that they have to compete and do these things and try to win prize money to sustain their life, because Plastic Bag's been a Clipsonian for how many years? You don't expect him to go and be a cashier at Popular Discounts, do you? You understand what I'm saying? And the same way how Penguin passed away, nothing put in place for him. Arrow died, nothing put in place for him. We need to hold on to what we have. You cannot diss Elvis Presley. You cannot diss Michael Jackson. You cannot diss Ray Charles. When it comes to American culture, they don't allow any disrespect for those veteran artists that came out. And even when you see new artists come in, as crazy as DMX is, nobody cannot diss him. But in our culture, an artist come out, they want this Bounty Killer, they want this Lil Rick, and it's like, we entertain that and laugh. We should be saying, nah, man, that can't work. You can't disrespect the elders in the industry. That's all I got to say for today. I'm going to come back Sunday. Got some happy times. Yeah, Jeff Brooms, put your hand on anybody in my family. I'm telling you, two in your crutch. I gone.